What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another daily Manchester City transfer update. Before I do crack on with today's video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe to my channel. It is free to subscribe. Going to be keeping you guys up to date every single step of the way with all the latest Manchester City transfer news this summer on YouTube. So if you haven't already, do subscribe. Social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for the sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. 300 likes is the aim. Do let me know your thoughts as well in the comments below. And finally, I want to say a big thank you to today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by Sofascore. Sofascore are going to be keeping you guys up to date every single step of the way with all the latest football scores ahead of the European Championships and Copa America, which is taking place right now. They're also going to keep you guys up to date with all the latest scores from all the other sports that you guys all love to follow, all in one place, all in one app. It's a free app to download, very highly rated, worthwhile getting and trying out and seeing if you like it. Remember, use my link in the description or the QR code on screen, as that does help to support the future content created here on my channel. It takes you to the download page to download the free Sofascore app. So we're going to crack on with this video. We're going to shake things up a bit. We're going to start off with the ins first, and firstly we're going to be speaking about not necessarily a player, but we've had an update on a position, and Pete O'Rourke has said that Manchester City are keeping an eye on attacking forwards who play out wide this summer, and Manchester City only want to add players to their attacking lineup who improve the starting 11. Says there's not too many names out there who will improve Manchester City's starting 11. However, Manchester City are keeping an eye on any developments with any players who may be of interest that will improve Man City's starting 11. So I'm wondering if City are looking towards potential attacking wide players, in particular looking at that right hand side, what that might mean for Savio, and whether Man City want to loan him out or not. Maybe Man City might not make a decision on this until we've returned back from our pre-season tour in the USA and it's a bit clearer about what we want to do with Savio. But also Bernardo Silva tends to play a lot on the right wing, so maybe Man City long term want to move him into midfield. Maybe they want to use Phil Foden in midfield as well. Helps to boost numbers up in midfield, and if you take away them playing as wingers, then all of a sudden City are left just a little bit short, in particular if Savio does end up going out on loan. So maybe that right hand side may be a position that City do choose to look at this summer. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, moving on, a player was getting linked with around a week or so back. It's Dzenan Pejcinovic, if I said his name correctly. He plays for Wolfsburg. As I said, he was getting linked with a move to Manchester City. He's been breaking goal scoring charts basically over in Germany, but apparently he signed a new deal with Wolfsburg, which means Manchester City aren't going to be signing him, at least for this summer. There were a lot of big European clubs getting linked with his signature, but he's tied himself down to Wolfsburg instead. So as I said, that for now done and dusted. Doesn't mean in the future City won't have another look. We'll wait and see. Anyway, moving on, we've got the latest on a Nouri over at Wolverhampton Wanderers, and Abdel has said that Manchester City previously have been linked with him, has asked to leave Wolves this summer. Liverpool are the club that are wanting to make a move for him rather than Manchester City, and as far as I am aware on my radar, Man City are not looking at left backs as of right now. Again, might be something City do choose to have a look at once we know what's happening with Sergio Gomez. Now, if Man City get a permanent sale for him, maybe Man City want to look at left backs. We'll wait and see with what City do choose to do. Now, moving on to the outs, just got one player to speak about, and it comes in the form of Manchester City youngster David Chigwada. Now, the secret scout have said that Manchester City are set to lose David to West Ham United. He's a 16-year-old talent. There's been quite a little bit of movement going on, in particular from different Premier League clubs when it comes to top talent in the academy. Remember, because he's not a professional football player, only 16 years old and in the academy, they're not going to have to agree a fee with Manchester City. They simply bring him in, and normally compensation would be paid as well, and not normally too much money, in particular for Premier League clubs. So Man City losing a good talent there, but Man City are always picking up other talents from other Premier League clubs and from around Europe and around the world as well. It's just how it is in academies. Man City, West Ham, not the only clubs that are doing this. all clubs are doing this from around the world. Now, moving on to the final transfer takes us on to the contract news, and we've had some very interesting news when it comes to an update on Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola. Now, Dean Jones has been speaking about Pep Guardiola, and for the first time is what I'm hearing, that there are whispers now that he could well sign a contract extension at Manchester City. As has been previously reported, if Pep does sign a contract extension at Manchester City, it is expected to just be a 12-month extension. Man City will be pushing for that contract probably to be signed before Christmas, so we're probably looking at some point in the first half of the season. And to me, if Man City could get Pep's future sorted sooner rather than later, I think that would be a big boost. I think it'd help things in terms of the transfers, because players may be and ahhing. They might say, we want to see what's happening with the 115 charges that happen in November, and if Man City are found guilty, nobody knows what's going to happen. If Man City end up having the charges dropped, then players may be more willing to say, actually, now that Man City's name has been cleared, they're happy to come and sign for it. So that may have an impact on players. I think the other big impact that Manchester City could have when it comes to potential transfers is sorting out what's happening with their manager, because a lot of players will want to sign for Manchester City because it's a dream come true, not only to play for Manchester City, to win trophies, but to play under Pep Guardiola as well. So if Man City can say, actually, if we get him onto a new deal this summer, we could say we've still got a good 2 full seasons under Pep Guardiola, and players might be like, right, okay, I want 2 years under Pep Guardiola to learn, improve, and get better. So to me, well within City's best interest to get the future of Pep Guardiola sorted ASAP. As I said, it's the first time that we're starting to hear that actually Pep is considering signing a new deal, because everything seemed to have been maybe 4 to 6 weeks ago pointing towards Pep Guardiola leaving Manchester City, and Man City looking for other managers. We're getting linked with other managers, and then it's all gone a bit quiet, and now we're hearing murmurs about him signing a new deal. Now, it'd be great if we could get it long term, but you know, Pep Guardiola's got less than a year left on his contract now, so I'd be more than happy for him to sign a 12-month extension, and I think that would be a brilliant bit of business that City could get done. And if we could get it done this summer as well, then I think it just eases everybody's anxiety. You know where you're going to stand, not only for the upcoming season, but for the season after as well, and it allows the club just to start planning a little bit more long term rather than thinking over the next 12 months. You can start thinking about the next 24 months instead. So we will see. Interesting. So that has been today's transfer update. Do let me know your thoughts, guys, in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up as well. 300 likes is the aim. Do subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos or any general business inquiries. Finally, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by Sofascore. And I'll see you all again tomorrow for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.